should be heading home, cause you could bring all of your ninjas in the technodrome. I rip right through your flesh and bone and mental capacity. Flood your mind with atrocities and copious tragedies. This dark Sabbath is a lesson in street. Behold, the church in the ghetto, feel the words when I preach. Amen. Let the Lord say a prayer for these niggas, that they don't end up in front of someone banging their trigger. Living life like a war pig. Fuck the law, I'm getting mine. Let the others figure what the cost is. Purchasing the fortress on gorgeous acres enormous. Car park full of foreigners and women just waiting on us. We living the dream. Y'all living like hell is earthbound. We are not the same. You've been a lame since birth, pal. I don't feel sorry. I recommend they go dirt bound. Doggy dog world, and you've been looking like Chuck Brown.
Men who like to keep their morning routine simple will love these multi-for-him gummies. Of key nutrients designed to support men's daily nutritional needs. Nature-made multi-for-him gummies help support muscle and bone health. It improves your immune health, and it increases your energy metabolism. With the quality you can trust, nature-made multi-for-him gummies have no artificial flavors, no synthetic dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial sweeteners, and is gluten-free. Pharmacists around the world have recommended Nature Made to be the #1 vitamin and supplement brand. So when you need something that's going to help you get you through the day, when you need something that's going to increase your energy to help you get you through that workout, to make you perform as an elite athlete at the top of your ability, try Nature Made multi-for-him gummies, because you don't want to stop to the 12th round.
Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I'm your humble host, Brown Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, if you see this man on a dark alley on a dark night, run. He will beat you up in front of your girlfriend and throw your ass in the trash can. He is the green-eyed bandit. He fights people. Sometimes he fights people. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop your daddy ass, the one and only Roosevelt Conyers.
Yo, what up? Hey, man, I'm a little upset.
Why? What you mad for?
I ain't got nobody to beat up this month. I have no shows this month. I have nobody's ass to beat this month. So if anybody's out there that's bored and want their ass kicked, go ahead and hit me up on my Instagram, Roosevelt the Fighter, because I need to fight. I like to fight.
Man, just catch somebody outside in the food line and you be all right. We got a special guest in the building, man. I want you to introduce our guest. Please, Roosevelt, do the due diligence.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know this man, you will get to know him today. You should have known him by now because this man is phenomenal. He is exceptional. He is a superstar in every aspect of the word. He is one of my best, greatest friends, and one of the guys I have not had a chance to get in the ring with. I don't know why that's not happened. I don't know why. We need to fix that. But he is the greatest Kevin Phoenix. Kevin, what's up, bro? Welcome to the show. You cutting out. Say that again.
Good now, kid. Yeah, there's something going on with your audio, brother. I can't. we hear like every one word every like 15 seconds. So go ahead.
You hear me now? Perfectly good. How we
sounding? There you go. There you go.
All right. Yeah. My was too loud. Our music is way too loud in here.
Sorry about it. We like to jam before the show. Sorry
it's good. You good? Do it.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, listen. Thank you for being on the show, my brother. I know that you pressed for time. You got some big teams going on, so we just gonna go ahead and ask you some questions, man. While we got you, see, you got the Power Slap shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Representing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta represent Power Slap, man. Power Slap has changed my life around for the last 3 months. Man. I can't even add about things I've been able to do. Things that.
Oh man, well listen, I know you are now in the whole Power Slap realm, but you are known as a special artist of sorts in the art of kick ass. You know what I'm saying? You are a wrestler, sir. Let's talk about that career, man. So when did you first fall in love with wrestling and who trained you?
That one match, Michael, Bret Hart, Iron Man match. That match alone was that made me want to act. The emotion that Shawn Michaels had when he actually won. Him like having that moment of clarity, having that moment of success. Working what he wanted to do. And that motivated me want to be a wrestler as a kid. Mommy, I want to be a wrestler. You need to get educated, do all that. So once I graduated high school, I went ahead and did some shows. Went to some local shows here in Charleston, and I went to a show here in Charleston, OSCW, ran by a good friend of mine show, and met Bob Keller. Bob Keller out of Columbia, South Carolina.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Take 2 steps back to where you just were a few seconds ago. It was perfect in that one position, and then you move back, and it's kind of choppy. So like
right here, you mean, or?
Yep.
Yeah, like two steps to the left. This way. Yeah, the other way. No. I'm sorry. Other direction. Yeah, that way. Yeah.
But the way I was pointing.
No, yeah, I don't know. It's a spot that's like the volume ain't quite. Yeah, but right there, it might be right there. Yeah, yeah.
How's that now? I don't know. Maybe I move my hand somewhere else, holding the phone. Maybe it's blocking the mic.
Yeah, we in business. Yeah, there we go.
Now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, got in there with Bob Keller, and down in Columbia, he trained me back in 2010. I made my debut in 2011 in West Virginia.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Which company did you make your debut with?
CW, what was it, Coastal Pro Wrestling at the time. Good guy named Shane I don't want to butcher his name, but Shane Heinberg up there, good friends with Bob as well. They came up wrestling with Bob. It's a good spot where a lot of the guys start.
And there are a lot of professional wrestlers out there now. A lot of them that are on the mainstream, like WWE, AEW, but a lot of independent guys that are Bob Keller guys. Run us through about a training session with Bob and how that all came about.
Well, the good thing about Bob is they're not like other schools. Like we get there, warm up, we do cardio. We do a lot of rolls and stretching. A lot of things we do is preventative. We're in the business, we're in a business that we get hurt all the time. Man. Littlest thing gets hurt. So to be able to get endurance to take that pain, master that pain, kind of what the things we do in the beginning. And then we'll do the simple stuff, man. Bob Keller's an old school guy. We do everything old school. Because what you build in training is the foundation. Everything else, that the bigger things you're gonna learn, some things in training, but that bigger thing you're gonna learn after, getting that actual ring time.
Gotcha. Tell us a little bit about Power Slap. How did you get into that journey? We just had Cooper Housley on, I want to say like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. How did you get into the journey of getting into Power Slap? Because I'm watching these videos and I'm like, I'm not standing there and waiting for somebody to slap the shit out of me. Okay, yeah. I'm not doing that. I can take a chop all day, but a slap to the face is a little different now. So tell us about that journey, bro.
I hear you. So Cooper got me. I was like, hey, Cooper, do it. He's like, all you do, put your information out there. I remember I saw him on a Sunday show. I emailed them like Sunday night, like, this is my, those, if you're interested, fill this out type thing. Filled it out. I swear, like maybe Monday afternoon, I got an email like, hey, we're casting for the new season. We would love to interview. I did an interview that day, a Zoom interview that day. Maybe like the next day, they were like, yeah, we want to bring you on for the next casting process. And after that, like, it was just nonstop of like physical stuff like that to get me out there for the casting.
Right now with Power Slap, you in the season where it's the road to the title. Tell us about that journey and where do you see yourself in terms of this this whole road, the path to getting to the title?
Okay, yeah, so road to the title, season 3, road to the title on. It just ended last week. Got one more episode tonight, 9 p.m. On Rumble. Tonight episode is kind of like the little stuff the stuff that was left on the floor. I was on episode 1 during the training and all that, and then I believe I fingers crossed for being in there for the cutting room floor stuff for this right here. Because now after the show, now I'm signed. So I'm under a 3-month year deal with Power Slap. So anytime they want, they can call me for it.
Okay. All right, that's awesome.
Absolutely. Listen, how do you prepare yourself? You know what I'm saying? Are you practicing? Like, are you just walking? Like, do you have a slap buddy and y'all slap box? Like, how do you prepare to receive and accurately hit a slap when you can possibly knock someone out?
All right, so it's difficult to train. It's very difficult to train, but it's very easy to actually practice slapping. Proper footing. A lot of people don't know there's rules. Like our feet around, we can't lift our feet up. When we're taking a hit, we can't flip You know what I mean? Like there's rules that kind of makes you, it'll break you. Ain't nobody trying to get twice because you know, like you'll break that real quick. There's no way to really far. There's just no practice. Luckily enough, being a wrestler, I've been hit in the face several times. So, you know, it kind of gave me a stronger chin than most people. But other than that, there ain't no way to train.
Yeah. Oh, no. I was just wondering, maybe you could have somebody, you know, maybe you could just stand there and have somebody throw books at you. they might be a good trainer. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just go to Goodwill, purchase like 10 books, and just have somebody throwing books at you. I guess that's the way it is.
You could do that. You could try that. See how far you get.
That's like that movie Dodgeball. If you can dodge a
wrench, you can dodge the ball.
There
you go.
Take a slap book. You can dodge a book.
Slap. Yeah. Or take a slap. Yeah.
Now, have you ever slapped somebody to sleep in wrestling?
Now, it's the same concept because, you know, a lot of times in wrestling, when we slap somebody, we aiming for the fences. So it's the same concept. But it's like, we're not made for that in wrestling. We ain't made it to take non-stop after the face.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know where I'm from, man. You get slapped in the face, you got to stab or shoot somebody. You got to do knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? You can't just slap somebody and walk around.
You can't slap somebody. No.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about your character in professional wrestling. You have one of the most controversial, almost characters in professional wrestling, to my memory. Tell us about your character and how did you come about it? Because you've trained with Rob McBride, and I think it was like a father-son type thing. So tell us about that whole entire thing.
So I will never, ever touch this gimmick again. I tell you that. I'm never going to touch this character. His character's going to stay buried and dead. But no, when I first started, it was about getting attention. So I was like, all right, I got to get it. So we were like, call myself the Southern Rebel. Like, all right, Charleston. Born and raised in Charleston. Well, wrestler that I knew. Actually, might even remember from Georgia.
Yes.
He used to have a gimmick before he got that. He used to do a Southern gimmick with the Rebel flag on his top. I was like, yo, that's a Rebel flag ain't the 01 generally. So I was like, yo, he was like, hey, man, you want to buy this from me? I don't do this gimmick no more. I bought that gimmick. I bought the gear after that. I ended up being loved by people that I wasn't expecting to get love from. And then I was getting hate from people I kind of saw. So people who don't know, I had the Rebel flag, the Confederate flag, who don't know, the Confederate flag on my butt at 01 and I'm doing this gimmick. I'm doing this gimmick in Charleston. I'm doing it in Orangeburg. I end up in Myrtle Beach during one of the bike rallies, and not our bike rallies, by the way. Not our bike. So I ended down there with the bike.
That in Black Bike Week? No,
no, sir. No. I ended up there in the other bike week, and they loved it. Oh man, they were like, "Yeah, buddy, you get it. You see, it's not hate. It's not. It's not hate, man. I'm like, really, whatever makes it. You know?
So you were the wrestling equivalent of Uncle Ruckus.
I was 100% the wrestling equivalent of Ruckus. And then Rick Diesel and Mount Airy had Robbie Bride up there at the time. Robbie Bride's a huge Hazard fan. So they were like, he planned this out for like maybe half a year before he brought me in. He was like, this is what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to run this storyline for like a year. So we did it. I came in as Robbie Bride's son. We are tearing up the Mid-Atlantic at this team. We end up doing like WrestleCade when WrestleCade, Yeah, man. Then came to a head right around the time where the flag got flack and people were like tearing it down off of like buildings, like government buildings that were here in the South. And I actually remember doing a TV episode, a live, actually not live, but TV episode for AFL back when we were running at a Johnny and June's, I want to say, in North Carolina. And I did I remember it aired the same day as we were tearing down the flag down here in Charleston. And I was like, "Yep, this is the last flag everywhere."
Oh man, you thought somebody was about to come and take your black card.
Definitely.
Oh man. Well, listen, man. For some reason, Roosevelt always got some beef with wrestlers, man, that come onto this show. I don't know. I think he's tough or something. You know what I'm saying? So we got this segment to kind of test your chops. I want you to cut a scathing promo against Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? He said something nasty about one of your aunties. I don't know which one of them was it, but he said something nasty about one of your aunties, man. So I want you to go head to head with Roosevelt in our promo battle. You down for this?
All right, yeah. We'll do this promo battle and then I'll have to bounce out after.
All right, cool.
We'll do that. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Beautiful people, prepare for war. All right, who got first?
Let Kevin go first.
All right.
Roosevelt, I heard you. The words you want to talk about, like you know me, like you know what I've been through, like you know my struggles. I think I know you. I think I know your struggle. I'm gonna turn it on you, Mr. Roosevelt, Mr. Tag Team Wrestler. That's the Roosevelt I remember. I remember you used to run around with this little midget that looked like you, claiming y'all was the best tag team in the business. When I was running around with my daddy, claiming the Mid-Atlantic. So if you really want to come from family, talk about your little brother, talk your little midget that had to really run things. He's still wrestling. What you doing, dog? You running what you got? What's up?
Oh man, he brought the big guns out, left him smoking. Pew pew. Oh snap! He woke up in total violence this morning. Roosevelt, what you got?
Kevin Phoenix. We talk about family. You talk about hard times. I know all about hard times. Who's your daddy? That's got to be a hard time for you, isn't it?
Ooh.
Knowing that you're walking around with a Confederate flag on the back of your ass, repping something that doesn't represent you. You talk about me and my little brother doing our thing. We've been doing our thing way before you and your daddy. You wonder what I'm doing now? I'm traveling the world. I'm beating ass every which way, everywhere that I can. While you're still trying to figure yourself out. You're still trying to find out who you are. I'll tell you who you are. You're Kevin Phoenix. And I am Roosevelt, the man who likes to fight. And truth be told, I'm your daddy.
Who's your daddy? Oh, snap.
Well, in that case, just like any old absentee daddy, you want to come back now that I'm successful? You done left the milk. You done went to go get cigarettes in the milk. Now you want to come back? Now that Kevin Phoenix is a power slap reality star, now you want to come back and Kevin Phoenix is the longest reigning Mid-Atlantic world champ. Now Kevin Phoenix traveling the world, going to England, going to Portugal every single year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Daddy. Welcome back.
Well, thank you, son. Thank you. Come here. Come here. I love you, son. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I got it. Look, I got a car that I saw on the lot. It's nice, and I think Daddy look good in it. Okay.
Oh man. Oh man, that was a great promo battle from the one and only Kevin Phoenix and Roosevelt. Real quick, man, we know you got to bounce out, but if you got to leave the beautiful people with a message, with a word of advice, something to help them get through their week, Kevin Phoenix, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Yes, I do have a final word. If you're down in Florida, please be safe with these storms coming through. You know, if you need help, please ask for help. Don't wait to evacuate. Never wait till it's too late. If you're young, stay in school. Education, very important. People don't know this. Real life, I work in the education. That's my 9 to 5. So I got to represent. Stay in school, you know. And if you're going through any stressful times in life, man, hit me up. Message me. I'm a good talker, good listener. There's stuff out there. We're losing too many people in the world already to natural causes. So we got to stop losing people to our own. Now, great.
It's a great word.
Absolutely. That's a great word from Kevin Phoenix. He said, if you got any kind of problems, call him with all of your grievances. And tell all your family to call him about their grievances too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But get Roosevelt first, though. Call Roosevelt first, then call him.
Okay, yeah. Don't call Roosevelt first, then call Kevin. Yeah, for your grievances. Oh man,
we really appreciate you coming on the show, man. I'm proud of everything that you're doing. Just keep doing your thing. You're welcome back on the show anytime. You just let us know what you got going on. We'll bring you on the show. You are now a Best Damn Wrestling Podcast alumni, along with some of the greatest guys we've ever had, like Ron Simmons, R-Truth, EC3, and just to name a few. So you're welcome to come back anytime, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much, man. I had a great time.
oh man, awesome, man. Hey, look, drive safe, man. You have a good one.
All right, guys.
All right.
Oh man, that was a great interview from the one and only Kevin Phoenix. Oh man. Y'all went back and forth on the promo battle. I'm on that.
I hate he had to leave early. I want to hear more about his career and whatnot, but we'll be able to get him back on the show again, man. Everybody got things they got going on in life. What you got going on in life, B? What's going on with you? How's everything?
Oh man, working like a Hebrew slave, man. You know what I'm saying? Just staying busy, doing stuff. And then, I'm trying to catch up on my sleep. Having a newborn is a little rough. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta take a nap when you take a nap. So I'm blessed, man. I'm still going through the new daddy phase and trying to get my schedule back aligned. You know what I'm saying? But I'm blessed and highly favored with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, we gotta talk about your boy, man. On NXT, your boy Javon Evans took on Randy Orton. That was a big match, man. Let's talk about that real quick. How did you feel seeing that, knowing that Javon and where he's come from and who trained him and all that stuff? How did you feel seeing him in that stage with one of the greatest of all time, Randy Orton?
Man, the words of Nas, I was standing like a proud dad watching his only son that made it, bro. Like, that was a big moment for him. That was a big moment for independent wrestling, in my opinion. He definitely represented his school, his family, his own lineage that he's pretty much laying out for himself right now. I can see the nerves as he's standing in the ring. You can tell when someone has those nerves is getting to him a little bit, and they're taking deep breaths and they're trying to get themselves together and they can't stay still, so but I watched the entire match, and in fact I stayed up just to watch the entire match. The whole show altogether was pretty good, but just that match right there was defining. And I saw a post, and I want to say Tim Bumpers posted and said that it was a moment for someone to come back and right a wrong that they did a long time ago. And he was speaking about Randy Orton when he had that match with Kofi Kingston, and Kofi messed up a spot or whatever. Something happened, and he did this whole stupid rant in that situation. And for him to go out there and have a match with Javon Evans, and even though the RKO that they planned did not go off the way they expected or hoped it would be, Randy didn't lose his cool. He didn't go off on a tangent or a rant. He just picked him up and hit him with a regular RKO and told him, like, and you see Javon is apologized, like, I'm so sorry. He said, hey man, don't apologize. You the man. And to get that type of respect and that type of accolade from someone like Randy Orton at the age of 20. Let's remember, Javon Evans is only 20. He has not even been at WWE a year yet. I want to say he's only been there for about 9 months, maybe. He hasn't reached a year yet. So to have eyes on him like that and to get the big rub or the big passing of the torch, even hit his own cutter on Randy Orton. It was beautiful too. It was so beautiful. But for Randy to take it like that and to allow him to, because you don't really see too many guys get in there and allow someone to hit something similar to their moves on them. A finisher. But Randy took it like a champ, and he let the kid really go out there and showcase his ability. So shout out to Javon Evans. Shout out to Randy Orton. Shout out to Randy Orton, because anybody, he could have just went and wrestled anybody. He could have stayed on SmackDown and did his thing, but he decided to choose Javon, and Javon showcased his ability. So I'm happy and I'm proud of him.
Yeah. I know that a lot of people on the independent circuit, especially a couple of people that's been on the show who are independent wrestlers, man, they root for Javon, and it's always good to see people that especially that's going through the ranks of wrestling, actually do well for themselves. And North Carolina has a really great wrestling culture, man. And I love to see the camaraderie between the wrestlers, man, and supporting their own, no matter where they come from. If they're in the Carolinas and they get connected with people in those circuits, they support each other. So that's great to see. Absolutely. You got to talk about the other roach in the closet. Girl, Sexy Red came out looking like a Men in Black worm, twerking on Raw and NXT. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready for them to just be over this whole Sexy Red fad.
Hey, man,
he even took a picture with Naomi that was horrible. How you stand next to Naomi, and most women, if they stand next to Naomi, they're gonna look worse. They're gonna. It's like the Charlotte Howe thing. They're gonna look worse. She's standing with the duck face.
Well, she's the new image of what cool is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, give me hot. Give me room temperature. I don't want cool. I want hot.
I think NXT is trying to be a place for young hip people. I mean, that's pretty much what the show is. It panders, not panders, but might as well say it panders to the younger crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like the MTV generation kind of. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think WWE as a whole is pretty much gravitating to a more hip hop culture, because they had anybody who's anybody at Bad Blood this past Saturday in Atlanta. We had was it Little Baby? Was he there?
You had Little Baby that was there. You also had Killer Mike that was in attendance. As far as the hip hop crowd, you also had some other people. I'm trying to remember who all was there, but all of the land pretty much started to come out. Metro Boomin, yeah, Metro Boomin was in the spot. But you also have some legends, man, like X Pac was in the crowd as well as Goldberg. Yeah, Goldberg was in the crowd as well. Arn Anderson was in the crowd.
Mickey James.
Yeah, Tully. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that were there. And Atlanta showed up and they showed out. You know, that was a hot crowd. It was a great crowd for Bad Blood, man. Let's talk about. Well, hold on. Let me before we talk about Bad Blood, let's go back to NXT real quick because I want to talk about the fact that Tony D'Angelo won the North American Championship. A lot of people are upset about it, and a lot of people are happy to see Tony D'Angelo with a belt. Me personally, I know that Obafemi is the next star, but I want to see him move up, and I think this is the right decision to make to move him into that main event picture because he is a main event player, man. He has the presence of a Gunther when he had the Intercontinental Champion, and right now he's the longest reigning North American champion. Obafemi, but he just lost to Tony D'Angelo. Man, I love Tony D'Angelo. I love the family. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to see Tony D'Angelo get this spot. He is well deserved. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how you feel about it. And plus, Tony D, he's really great at storytelling. That's the one thing. He is probably the best in NXT. Ain't no problem. He is the best in NXT when it comes to storytelling. His vignettes are great. The almost drug kingpin like references that he makes to a lot of the talent is great. I love it. It's almost like watching a mafia movie on NXT. Mm-hmm. And I love that. So hopefully he can still keep that cinematic touch that he has and really elevate the rest of the talent to up their acting skills and their speaking skills. So I think that Tony D would actually be great at that role. I want to see Obafemi move towards the title picture. And we have Ethan Page too. Ethan Page is a great talent too. So I'm happy that NXT do have these stars when they do transition. I know LP don't watch NXT. He don't care about me down there. But I mean, you got some hot stars that's there from, like we just said, Javon Evans to Obafemi to Trick Williams, Ethan Page. It's a lot. Kalani Jordan is down there as well. You know, she's a great talent. Lola Vice. And I know I'm mentioning just a couple of people, but these are hot talent that are going to move to the main roster, and I really want to see how they do. Oh, snap. We got a villain in the building. It just felt cold all of a sudden.
He must be Joe Hendry because you mentioned his name and he appeared.
Like Beetlejuice. LP is in the building. LP has left the building. I don't know what happened. He popped in and out. He'll be back in a few minutes. I know he probably felt we was about to talk about NXT, and we are. You know what I'm saying? But I think that NXT has some great talent, man. I'm happy to see what Shawn Michaels is doing down there. Actually, I think a lot of talent keeps Shawn Michaels young and on his feet and informed about what's going on. And you can tell that he's listening to other people on his team that are saying, hey, this is where the culture is moving. These are the trends that are happening. Yeah, we need to add a little bit more hip-hop because hip-hop is in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know, they're making all these changes to NXT, and now they have a larger crowd, which I love seeing. So these talent really have something to look forward to other than doing the performance center and wrestling in a high school gym. But it looks great. I mean, I ain't gonna don't get me wrong. I love it. Almost remind me of the Thunderdome a little bit. But now we have a live crowd for NXT and people to, you know, kind of feed off of to get that next step, which they are going to do when they come to main roster. So I'm excited to see what NXT talent does. But yeah, let's talk about Bad Blood real quick, man. Roosevelt, you know we got to do this each and every show, man. I want you to rate Bad Blood on a scale of A to F. Beautiful people, prepare yourself. We going back.
Excuse me, class. Class. Shut up!
Wow. Oh man, what would you give Bad Blood Sir Roosevelt?
I'm going to give
Professor
it
Roosevelt.
a B minus. Mainly because the women's matches was lacking. In my opinion. The Nia Jax and Bailey match. Nia Jax is really trying her hardest to be this dominant figure, but when she gets in a ring, like she's dominant when she's on a mic. Like you can really tell, like, okay, I don't want to mess with this woman. But when she gets in the ring, she loses it when she starts having these little comedy spots where she's slapping on the back of the head. I'm just like, if you just want to be a dominant figure, grab her by her hair, fling her around or something. Like, grab her, pick her up, and start talking trash. That whole slapping the back of the head, that's like, childhood bullying type thing. That's like your older sibling is always messing with you, and you just trying to sit down and color your coloring book and watch Ninja Turtles or something. You know what I mean? Like it's more annoying than intimidating. I believe we thought we was going to see a cash in from Tiffany Stratton, which was foiled in a good way because it didn't look like she was trying to cash in once Nia Jax sat up. And that setup that she did was stupid. I'm going to say it was dumb. You're not The Undertaker. You're not Kane. I don't know why you sat up like that. That just didn't make any sense to me. That's not you.
She can, I guess.
I guess. But yeah, that match, and then the match between Rhea and Liv Morgan did not have its fire that it needed. And then the finish got screwed up with Raquel Rodriguez coming in too early and getting Liv Morgan disqualified. That's a bad way to come back from an injury and screw up. You had one job and you screwed it up. So, that would leave me to give them a B minus.
All right, B minus. Well, we have another crew member that's going to give us a grade. Chef Showtime. You're blacker than usual. I don't know what's going on with your screen.
Frozen.
He's
frozen like the ribs he cooked.
Can you see? Can you hear us? No. Okay. All right. So, yeah, man, I think that what were we just talking about?
The rating of
the rating. Yeah, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
Women's matches screwing up Bad Blood. That's what happened.
Well, I think that it was a lot of elements to that I did like. Hold on, we got somebody else that's jumping on. It's Lil Eve. I'm not sure what's going on. I think he's trying to connect. LP and Chef are trying to jump on this. It's a hot show. Fellas trying to dip on at the same time. So please forgive us for our technical difficulties. But yeah, man, Bad Blood, I think it was a good show. If I had to grade it, I'll give it a C as well. The women's matches, although there were some things that I did like about a lot of the matches, like the Liv and Rhea match, I like the fact that Dominic Mysterio got beat like a pinata. You know what I'm saying? Got hung upside down and beat like a pinata. There you go. Oh man, the show just got more delicious. Chef Showtime is in the building. What's happening, partner? All right. LP.
Yeah.
All right. What's happening, Peasy?
How y'all doing?
Oh man, we good, man. We just talking about Bad Blood, my brother. You know what I'm saying? We grading it from A to F, man. What would you give the show Bad Blood?
I think I gave it a C. I think that's what I did. Yeah, I think I gave it a C plus because The Rock was the plus. Yeah, I think the pay-per-view itself was just I didn't have no oh my god moments until the end of the show. Like I think that's why I had to rate it. What did you guys give it?
We gave it
I gave
C.
it a B minus.
You said a C
You
and B
gave it what?
minus?
I gave it a B minus.
When did you give it a B minus? You just gave it a C.
It's B minus.
Yes, you did.
B minus.
Okay, B minus. I could have sworn he said C minus, but okay, what else? Yeah, I gave it a C. I think that it was some really great moments within there, especially with The Rock coming back in that whole storyline. I don't know. The Cody and Roman match seemed unnecessary, and it was boring. I'm sorry to say it. The Bloodline versus Cody and Roman Reigns, that match was horrible to me. It was slow. They were trying to have the pace that Roman usually has. For some reason, they didn't have the same oomph. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't hitting for me. So The Rock definitely saved it. I mean, but the fact that LP mentioned the match and he didn't even mention Roman Reigns or the match itself or none of the players in the match. The best thing about the night was The Rock coming back. It goes to show how lackluster it was in a lot of aspects. You know what I'm saying? LP, did you enjoy the Roman and Cody match versus Bloodline? Did you enjoy that?
No. It was very lackluster. I think for a match with Roman coming back, you expect it to be more. I don't even think Roman had a big pop. I think Roman had a pop, but I don't know. To me, maybe it was the arena. I just felt like with his match back, it would have been a little bit better. I think the pacing of it was kind of just really wasn't there. Like
It wasn't
you
there.
have these two young guys who y'all been building up to be these monsters, and then you got Cody Rhodes and Romans who's supposed to also be monsters. The match should have been. They should have been going through tables. They should have been going through like everything because what was just like you said earlier, what was the point of the match other than to have The Rock come up at the very end? So you can't let that be the only thing that sets up the match. I guess the add on to the story, I get that. But y'all built this pay-per-view like it was WrestleMania. You got all these celebrities out there. You got the legends out there. Like I was really like, what the hell gonna shoot? Is Vince coming back tonight? Like it really gave some big bold stuff, and even with Triple H boosting up that ugly ass belt, like don't nobody want that shit. So like it was a pretty much, to me, it was a Raw or SmackDown. Like what was the standout moments other than The Rock?
I think for me, the standout moment had to have been the Drew McIntyre CM Punk match. I honestly saw some things that I didn't expect to see. Drew McIntyre hitting that damn stairs with the base of his back.
Yeah, I feel that one. I was like, yeah.
I hit my life when I saw that one. I was like, I'm falling. I can't get up.
Yeah, there was a lot of spots in that match, and I think it was a good match. I think it was a memorable Hell in a Cell match. I'm not a CM Punk fan by no stretch of the imagination. I've never been a CM Punk fan. I appreciate CM Punk, but I've never been an in-ring CM Punk fan, man. So for me to be able to see him put on a great match like he did with Drew McIntyre, I felt like he pretty much gave all that he had in that match. And even he came back on Monday Night Raw, was like, look, I said I ain't had no more Hell in the Cells in me. And that was kind of like my last Hell in the Cell. I'm more beat up than I've ever been. So I think he's coming to the realization that, hey, man, you can't keep on doing this, bro. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you're going to have to either wrestle differently or have a different approach. And so his future in the business is kind of wavy right now. But I think that they put on a great match. I don't think Drew has anything to hang his head on. It was a great feud, and a feud that nobody really saw coming. I think that a lot of people expected Seth Seth Rollins versus CM Punk feud to really have that same type of fire. But Drew McIntyre just seemed to interject himself in that and say, "Hey, I'm just going to take CM Punk to his limits, man." And I think that he absolutely did that. Chef Showtime, did you like the Hell in a Cell match?
It was a good match. Sorry about that. It was a good match. I liked it a lot.
What'd you like about
it? Drew falling on those steps when he talks to that Claymore. Best part of the match.
it? Yeah, man. He also got cracked open with that toolbox, man. At first, I thought he gimmicked. I thought he bladed.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, he really hit a vein or something. He went deep with that one. So I'm not sure, and they did it great because I didn't know if he bladed or if he just really got hit that hard with the latch of the toolbox, busting his head open. But either way, man, the visuals of that where Drew McIntyre's face was like really crimson, covered in blood, man, and CM Punk was covered in blood too, man. I thought that the optics of that was what it was supposed to be for a Hell in a Cell match, man.
Drew McIntyre ended up getting 16 staples. And if you remember, CM Punk couldn't even make it to the back on his own. Like they had to come out and give him oxygen and everything. Like, those guys really put it out there.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We got a message on YouTube. Yeah, there's sharp edges on the side of the toolbox. Absolutely, that was one of them. That was one of them toolboxes that they got from Lowe's. You know what I'm saying? They went to Home Depot, Lowe's, got one of them. That was that was one of them stainless steel joints that they have on sale on Father's Day. Yeah, that was one. That was one of them. Oh man!
Boxes you get from the 99-cent store that's got all the sharp edges. That's one of those fake ones.
I don't know if it was fake or not, but the match looked good and it looked real with that box, man. I thought it was a really good. Fellas, what do you think that Hell in a Cell match stands up in the pantheons of Hell in a Cell matches? Do you think it's at least top 10?
No.
Has there been 10?
No. It's been a lot.
It's been about 10 or more, yeah. Then you got to count the event, Hell in a Cell, and the matches that they had. Usually they would have 2 matches for Hell in a Cell. So I like the way that it went back to as far as I wait for 2 men or 2 women to end a dispute or end a ongoing feud or battle. I like the way that they presented it again and did it that way. I thought that was awesome. You know what I'm saying? But the fella said in the pantheons of Hell in a Cell, it ain't shit. So we got to say it's better than a couple of Hell in a Cells I can think about. You know what I'm saying?
I just looked it up. There's been 52 Hell in a Cell matches. I didn't even realize that.
See, there you go. So I mean, I don't even remember 5 of them. I just
Undertaker and Mankind, Triple H and Mankind, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
Undertaker and Triple H.
Triple H and the Undertaker has probably been in the most Hell in the Cells.
Yeah.
And then Kane has been in the won a couple Hell in the Cell matches.
Yeah.
I really love the New Day. The New Day versus who was it? The New Day versus the Usos in Hell in the Cell. The tag team Hell in the Cell. Yeah. That was fire. That was hot. I love that. Also, Edge had a few Hell in the Cell matches as well.
Yes.
Hey, do you remember Shane McMahon Hell in a Cell match? When you get the elbow off the top of the cage?
Yeah. Shane McMahon has done a couple of Hell in the Cell matches as well. So, when you're thinking about it, man, who has had some of the better performances in Hell in the Cell? Obviously, Undertaker is undefeated when it comes to the Hell in the Cell. I don't care. Anytime he stepped in, he's on that whole match in general. But in the pantheons of Hell in the Cell, I think this stands. I think it's top 20.
No. Top 30.
Top 30. It got to be in there, man, because for this age and the brutality of the event of which they presented, I think that they did it really well, where it wasn't like it was brutal, but it wasn't cringy.
No, they made it. They made it bloody too fast. Because all he did was throw CM Punk into the cage and cut him open. That fast.
I,
Like,
I don't know. That cage it looked a little flimsy. When they hit the cage, sometimes I was like, "Oh man, that's like one of them places I grew up with." You get lifted up a little bit, and crawl under it. You know what I'm saying? uh, man, but I think that it got to be top 20, man. It got to be top 20. You know what I'm saying? I give it top 20.
We got another comment from YouTube. He's talking about the 6-man Hell in a Cell match. And that consisted of Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Rikishi.
That's the one where Rikishi got thrown off the cage into the haystack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
That one. Yeah, that one's pretty good.
What did y'all like the Finn Balor versus Edge Hell in a Cell match as well?
No. Let's not never talk about that again. let's never talk about how Finn. Who was it? Which one was the Finn Balor started bleeding and they took 20 minutes to patch him in the middle of the fight? Yeah. Let's never talk about that. Let's not forget. If I ain't mistaken, Chris Benoit had a couple too.
Yeah, I think one of the worst ones was Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens.
mm-hmm.
And then Mankind. I just remember Mankind cussed them out so bad because they made the match they made this Hell in a Cell look so weak. The way that they ended it. And I remember him cussing them out like, I gave my body, my teeth, my ears, like my back for this match. You gonna end it like that? You just gonna joke around with it and play with it? I remember he was so upset about that, man. But yeah, as far as Hell in a Cell, man, this match kind of delivered on a lot of things that you wanted to see in a Hell in a Cell match. You wanted to see a little brutality. You wanted to see a little bit of wrestling. Some weapons that come out. You know, they had a couple spots with the wrenches that were pretty good, man. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good match, and I'm glad it was the first match because they made every other match after that suck. And I think it set the bar really high, and then the other matches really just didn't really deliver like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and even the Roman match, like I say, I think that the Roman style of match, I'm not a fan. I love Roman Reigns. I love the character Roman Reigns. But the Roman style of wrestling, the way his match is paced, I don't like it. It's really slow. It takes too long. And then once it starts to get good, it's almost the end. And then fine. It's over. It's not like a roller coaster. It's more like you rolling down a long ass hill. You know what I'm saying? You on the skateboard and you starting on this long ass hill, and it gradually just kind of goes up. I don't know. It's hard to get into the first 15. The first 10 minutes of it is really hard, and then at the end it kind of picks up a little bit. And that's just how Roman matches are. So they try to pace it like that. I didn't like it. It didn't have a lot of wrestling in it. A lot of boring spots to me. And like I said, the best part about the whole match was The Rock coming back and doing this. I don't even know what that is.
Jimmy coming back was the best part.
Was that? Jimmy coming back. Yeah, people. Yeah, I would have to. I'm sorry. I'm going to rewind that. Jimmy's return was probably the most exciting part. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Chef, because that was exciting for me. I was happy to see Jimmy. I hope that when Jimmy comes back, Jimmy has another finisher.
Hey, okay. Did you see part in the Hell in the Cell when CM pulled the ring apron down? You seen the monitor under the ring?
No, I didn't see that part.
Here, rewatch it. You can see there's a whole TV monitor under the ring watching the whole match, all the matches. And I think Jimmy was laying there eating popcorn the whole show, waiting to pop out.
Yeah. I mean, they probably had snacks under that shit and everything. You know what I'm saying? Snacks in a little bed. You know what I'm saying? The monitors. Yeah.
Earmuffs and
That's crazy.
everything.
That's crazy. That's crazy when you think about it, because they would have had to do that before they started letting people in. Like, he literally had to be there like a long time. The moment the doors opened, they had to put him in the position. So that's probably how anytime they have somebody coming under the ring. I just
Well, when you go to a live match, sometimes they have periods of time when they change the match or when they're doing ring work. You know what I'm saying? So he could have definitely slid in when they had a commercial playing on the jumbotron and the screen, and then slid in and slid under the match. I mean, under the ring. He absolutely could have done that. Then. You know what I'm saying? But that was a good point. What if you under there and you got to use the bathroom? Somebody cooking something. Who warming up some noodles? Is that you, Chef?
You better hold it.
Not me. That's LP.
LP, you got a hot pocket in the microwave. You got to get out.
Oh, my fault. I warm my food.
Speaking of LP, he dropped a link in the chat. According to Sportster, the top 10 Hell in a Cell matches. At number 10 was New Day versus the Usos. Let's see. At number 9, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. No Mercy 2002. At number 8, we had Seth Rollins versus Edge at Crown Jewel 2021. Okay. Number 7, Batista versus Triple H, Vengeance 2005. At number 6, we had The Undertaker versus Mankind at King of the Ring. I don't know how they made it at number 6. That should have been number 1.
How was that not number 1?
That set the pace of Hell in a Cell. Like, the hell? At number 5, Undertaker versus Edge, SummerSlam 2008. Number 4, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins when he had the blown pectoral.
He had a titty. Yeah. Cody had the titty on his arm. Yeah, I remember that. That was the first show that me and Chef cut right after that show. Yeah.
Number 3, Triple H versus Cactus Jack, No Way Out in 2000. Number 2, Undertaker versus Triple H, WrestleMania 28. I was there. That needs to be number 2. I was that man. Listen, with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee and the whole dynamic and emotion of the ending of an era, that's definitely
you were there during that match.
Yes, I was there live in the arena, and that was my first WrestleMania to go as a fan. And man, listen, I was freezing my ass off, but I was enjoying myself. And then number 1, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, Bad Blood in 1997.
Okay, I was about to say you have to put the very first Hell in a Cell match as the top Hell in a Cell match because it started everything. But for me, I would do Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. Then I will also do Mankind versus The Undertaker. That would be my number 2. And then my number 3 would be The Undertaker versus Triple H, where Shawn Michaels was special guest referee. I think that would probably be my top 3.
Yeah. And then the one with Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, that's one with Kane made his debut, the very first Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I would have the Shawn Michaels referee and Triple H and Undertaker. I would have that number 1 myself, just because when you go back and watch it, the storytelling that was in that match and the way it ended, and Shawn Michaels should have got an Academy Award. Shawn Michaels did the way Shawn Michaels acted when the kickouts came, and he was just he should have. That's why I put it above any of the other ones. Even though the Undertaker and the Mankind one was great, but it mainly was great because he almost killed a man. The match itself, it wasn't like it was that great. We give it credit.
3 times. He almost killed him 3 times in the same match.
Yeah, that's why. And then some of that shit was mistakes. some of that shit wasn't supposed to happen. He wasn't even supposed to fall through the. So imagine if that stuff didn't happen, that match would have been good. But I don't know. That it's definitely arguable. I would say that. And then to see Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker at the end of the ramp, like that shit. I don't know. I guess because I don't watch that match so many times.
Yeah, I think that was a symbolic match. So if I had to think about what match had a lot of impact and that was very symbolic, I think it was that match because it did show the end of the era. And right after that, the era did change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have certain time periods in wrestling where there's going to be a change and the company is going to go a different direction with the product or go with new, younger stars. And it's happening now. You know what I'm saying? Just think about the Four Horsewomen. They ain't really doing much right now. Bailey just lost. I mean, Bailey is still great. She's still wrestling, but she just lost to Nia Jax. Charlotte Flair, I don't know what Charlotte doing. She enjoying her best life. Go ahead, Queen, do your thing. Mercedes Moné is on AEW, but the AEW fan base really seems to hate her. I don't know why they hate her so. But yeah, the AEW fan base really doesn't like Mercedes Moné or her character. But she's on top right now, and so she's the only one that's really doing something. And then Becky, we don't know what's going on with Becky. So the Four Horsewomen are now on the back burner. It seems right because now there's new talent that are coming in that's kind of trying to claim that spot. Even Bianca and them are an afterthought, and you have new stars that's coming in like Tiffany Stratton, who I'm pretty sure they're gonna put the belt on Tiffany Stratton very soon. You know what I'm saying? And so we were talking about NXT earlier, and some of the in the last show we had the topic come up about black stars. You know what I'm saying? And are they making black stars? And I think that in NXT, Shawn Michaels is absolutely making stars out of people of color who just happen to be a certain color, certain religion, whatever the case may be. But black and brown people, he has showcased on the show. It's hip, it's young, it's fun, it's energetic, and a lot of people are loving what he's doing right now, especially on the CW. It just seems to fit the dynamics in which they're trying to attract. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely great. But yeah, I think we all enjoyed Bad Blood. The next thing, the event that's coming up is Crown Jewel, which LP, you alluded to the belt. Man, you ain't like the belt?
Hell no.
Man, I don't think the first thing I said was that damn shit is big as hell. Like, I think that belt is gonna have just about as much meaning as the belt that The Rock got on. I love The Rock, but that belt don't mean nothing. I think that they just didn't have nothing to do for Crown Jewel. They're not gonna do Roman versus Cody. Like, they're not gonna do nothing major at Crown Jewel. And it's funny because you go back, the crowd was like, get that shit out of here. Like,
they were booing.
Made a whole big deal. Yeah,
they were booing.
Like, yeah, like you made that big deal about you just got this major announcement. You could have made that announcement on Raw. Like, you really, yeah. You really could have just made that any damn where. But so I can imagine if I was there getting all hype, and that's what you got to say. Like, people don't care about Crown Jewel like that.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, new belt, big crap. Yeah, I think you meant to put big. But yeah, I didn't like it. The belt was very gaudy, and I think this is the thing with Crown Jewel. They want to do an event that's big and better every year, just like when they had the greatest Royal Rumble ever, or something like that, and it was not. It was hard, but I remember who won. I think your boy Braun Strowman won that one, Chef. And I think the only reason why he won because he had a beard. I don't know, maybe. But that match was horrible, and I think that they're trying to do something. Maybe they should go ahead and pull the trigger because I would love to see Gunther versus Cody, but I'm not sure if I want to see Gunther versus Cody at Crown Jewel. I think that the better matches they should have, and I hate to say this, and I know y'all gonna eat me up for saying this shit. I think that the better match would be Gunther versus Goldberg
Yeah.
because that's what they want. That's what the Saudi that's what they want. They love legends, bro. So
You don't want to see Gunther get his ass whooped again. You know, that's it. That's all.
He will beat the shit out of Goldberg. Get out of here. You saw
Hey, he couldn't beat the shit out of Sami Zayn.
Look, Goldberg better worry about the match with Ryback that Ryback been trying to make for the past 2 or 3 years. Like,
he can't
don't nobody
Sami took the championship from him.
Look, don't nobody want no damn Goldberg.
Oh,
I think his son is in wrestling, right? So I think his son is starting to wrestle.
I know he plays football, but I'm not sure if he's in wrestling.
No, he is. I believe he's signed to WWE as well.
Is it?
Yeah. So if anything, they probably trying to, possibly build that, which they shouldn't, because he should definitely be in NXT. He should not be nowhere in the, in the main thing. Goldberg don't look like he in wrestling shape. I couldn't really tell what he looked like when he take his shirt off, but I think we remember the last time we saw Goldberg the last time I saw Goldberg in the ring, it was horrible. So I don't know what was the last match y'all saw him in.
The last match that I saw Goldberg in, he did some cleanup matches after he botched that match with The Undertaker. So the very last match was Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. And where they put Goldberg over Bobby Lashley. And I think he speared him off the ramp or something like that. I don't know. That was the last match, but they were trying to make Goldberg look strong after he completely sucked at the crown jewel that they had with The Undertaker versus Goldberg. And yeah, that match was horrible. And he was already concussed because he wanted to start banging his head on the walls and doors and shit. So he knocked himself out before the match. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the Saudi Arabia crowd, and I think that the powers to be would love to have Goldberg on the card. And I think that they should have just went with the storyline that they were building that bad blood and had Goldberg versus Gunther, man, because that had a little venom on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and say this: if Goldberg's son is any indication, he had no emotion at all during that whole entire night. And so if he's gonna be like that, I'd rather not see him wrestle. But maybe the boy got chops. I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead, Russell.
Real quick, Goldberg's last match was Elimination Chamber, February 2022 against Roman Reigns. I do remember that because Goldberg didn't turn around fast enough to take that damn spear, and Roman speared his ass in the back, or vice versa. I remember somebody getting speared in the back because they didn't turn around fast enough, and I want to say Roman speared Goldberg in the back. I remember that.
That goes to show how much that match sucked because I don't even remember it. I don't remember them going. Maybe they did, but I do not remember anything about that match.
Yeah, I remember that one because Roman was running the ropes to build up speed like the way Braun Breaker does, and Goldberg didn't turn around fast enough, and he speared him in the back. And then he got up and he speared him again, and then he got the 1, 2, 3, and then they tried to put it over as Roman had to do the extra, the little bit extra to spear him in the back, and then spear him in the Goldberg old ass couldn't turn around fast enough.
Listen, I don't even remember that match. Yeah, that's one of them throwaway matches.
I don't believe it. It looked like they were scared. The Triple H was scared to let Goldberg get in that motherfucking ring because he sent security out there faster than any time they start fighting.
Yeah,
them security was out there fast.
Well, we talk about representation, right? And I know that WWE is going to Saudi Arabia, right? So who is the representation in WWE for that Saudi Arabia crowd? They were Sami Zayn.
Yeah, Sami Zayn.
Yeah, he's the only one.
See, they had Mansoor, and then they kind of let Mansoor. I don't know what happened with Mansoor. I liked Mansoor before he started doing the Eminem thing.
Jinder Mahal.
And Jinder Mahal is Indian though.
So,
So
but Jinder came off the wrong way. That motherfucker made everything.
yeah,
so great.
Jinder Mahal would be, but he's Indian, so that's a little bit different. But you also have Mustafa Ali, and they don't have Mustafa Ali anymore. So we're talking about representation, right? They're gonna need some representation for that crowd, and I'm not sure that maybe they have somebody in NXT or that's locally that's wrestling that can come on. And I think that's the way that Mansoor was kind of introduced. Was he was brought in and as a local wrestler on that stage, and he did really well. I forget who he fought, but he did really well against whoever he fought.
No, that was Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, it was him. He should have won.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and they put on I thought that match was great. They had a great match.
Crowd went crazy.
Yeah, the crowd went crazy for that. So, like I said, we talk about representation, man. So the more that WWE starts to have these international shows, man, they're going to pull out who they pull out. We just saw they, went to Atlanta and pulled out all the black folk. All the black folk. Hey, they call Coach K and them, they like, hey, man, we need all the black rappers in Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they did on NXT, starting off the show with all that blackness. Y'all ain't fooling no damn body. Did y'all watch that press conference? That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk a lot because we did enough of that last time. But what do y'all think about Triple H saying he only sees talent? He said, I don't, which he sounded a little crazy. He said, I don't see men, I don't see women, I don't see color, I don't see nationality, I just see talent.
All right, I think that's bullshit. If we're talking about it from a business and a leader or a manager type perspective, that was the right thing that he should have said. I just see talent and I promote the talent that I see. The fact that he says you don't see color and don't see race and all that, that's a lie, because we just talked about it. You go all over the world and you pull out your stars that look like the people that's in your crowd. You know what I'm saying? You think you would have pulled out Sexy Red in Saudi Arabia? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? You would not pull out Sexy Red and put her ass in front of that Saudi Arabian crowd. You would not. So the fact that you say you don't see race, I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to be politically correct. You're trying to address the question, but then he moved on from that question quick as shit. And he ain't he moved on from that question so happy. He was happy that somebody asked him another question. They were like, they got another question up there. Somebody asked a question? Yeah, right. Yeah, he moved on from that question super quick. But we've been talking about representation, right? And more than likely black representation in wrestling. I think that they have started to answer that question by utilizing the NXT stars, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you. That show in St. Louis for NXT, and I know you don't watch NXT, fellas. I know, Chef, you might not have time at LP. I know you busy, but you really don't give a damn about NXT anyway. But it was super black. No. It was NXT was so black, you would have thought they aired that shit on BET.
You thought catering was done by the local barbecue. And somebody invited them to the barbecue right after the damn show or before the show got started. It was ribs and pork.
Yeah, they had ribs and pork barbecue there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's grandma with the extra elbow meat was cooking the food in the back and catering.
It was so black that what's your boy? Damn, what the fuck is it? King. He even had his whole beard blacked out.
Lexus King.
Yeah, had his whole thing blacked out. He the whitest dude I ever met in professional wrestling. His whole junk was tighter than mine. I was like, well, damn, bro. You leave any black out for anybody else? Damn.
Yeah, Lexus King go to the barbershop like, hey, man, give me the blackest thing you can get under the drink. Line my face up. So, extra sharp. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, NXT was so black, you would have thought that Tyler Perry was running the show. It was super black, bro, and I think you need to go back and watch it, man. I like how they put all their stars out, and I know that they have heard. I think they're starting to listen to the dirt sheets, or especially listen to the fans, man, when they say certain things about what they want. You know what I'm saying? I think they are trying to fill those needs, and I'm pretty sure that SmackDown is going to look a little bit different. Hopefully they start bringing some of their other stars up and start just bringing up talent in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that a lot of the young talent get the shine that they need, especially when they go to the bigger shows at Raw and SmackDown. I think that a lot of them are underutilized, but I know with the introduction of some of these new shows that's coming up, like main event, right? That's supposed to be coming up. Hopefully they'll be able to showcase some of their newer talent, man. For sure.
I just looked this up. I'm sorry. I just looked this up real quick. I just want to say real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
And I was just curious. I just put, what's the percentage of black wrestling fans? And according to this thing, it said, according to recent data from WrestleNomics, I don't know if this is a real thing. Approximately 15 to 20% of wrestling fans in the United States identify as black, with slightly higher percentage tuning into AEW Dynamite compared to WWE Raw and SmackDown. So on a business standpoint, if that is true, that's money. So if they are looking at it like that, that's why they probably like, look, 20% of our fans are black. If they're not watching us and they're watching AEW, then we got to do something to get that. We got to do something better on these shows. And I think, regardless of what Triple H, he did say what he was supposed to say, but I'm pretty sure you're going to see a change. I don't know what kind of change you're going to see, because there ain't a lot of black talent in the main rosters right now. Like, who are the black people on Raw? And you got the New Day. You got the on SmackDown. You got Dawkins. What's your boys? I'm about to say Hit Row. You got the Street Profits. You got Bianca.
You got Jade. You got Naomi.
Where's the Apollo Crews at?
This is what I will say. This is what I will say when it comes to representation on SmackDown and Raw. The women, the black women, have been holding it down. Absolutely. Bianca has been holding it down for a long time. Jade, although she has stumbled a little bit, she has been holding it down for the representation part, and them two together, for them to usher in new talent like what's your girl name in NXT, Kalani Jordan, for them to acknowledge her and bring her up, and Lola Vice, and then you have
Jada Parker. Miss Parker.
Jada Parker. Yeah, Jada Parker is a great talent too. Lash Legend, that's what I was trying to say. All of them are going to be great, and so they're going to come up to the main roster eventually. But the guys like Obafemi and Trick Williams, man, those two brothers are going to do great things on the main roster if pushed and promoted right.
But who we got right now, though? We always talk about what's coming, but I'm sitting here trying to think of
who we got right now. Right now, we got R-Truth. We got to deal with it. That's it. We got R-Truth. We got R-Truth on Raw. Yeah. And
we probably only got like 4 people on both shows. We probably only got like 4 black men on both shows, right? You got R-Truth. The New Day is on what? Raw, right?
Yeah, the New Day is on Raw. So you got
that's 3. Huh?
And Jay Uso is an honorary brother. Let give to him.
I'm trying to change the sub. You doing like Triple H. You trying to turn it. Don't try to turn it. We ain't got no like.
Get that black card to Jay Uso, man.
Man, we need to get Teddy Long on the show.
We working on that. But yeah, you gotta give him a little smack.
You be trying to spin it. You be trying to spin it like Triple H. Well, I don't see color. Yes, you do. You ain't no dog. You see color.
LP, you on our chat, man, you posted up some videos and clips of Triple H seeing color. You know what I'm saying? While he was wrestling. You know what I mean?
How did y'all didn't ever answer that question. When y'all saw that promotion, that promo years ago when it happened, like I didn't fuck with Triple H for a long time after that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I'm I'm rewatching Raw, so I watched it again maybe like a couple of weeks ago. I was at that point. But I didn't fuck with Triple H for a good minute after that promo. And the King either, because the King used to say a lot of shit too. You know, the King doing color commentary, but the King used to do too much when it came to Booker T. But how did y'all feel? Do y'all even remember it when y'all saw it?
Yeah, I do, man. But to be honest with you, as a black wrestling fan growing up in the 80s and the 90s, man, you seen a lot of that. So you wasn't really shocked. The wrestling world was a reflection of the real world, right? So, you know, you had certain characters where they would push the buttons. Honestly, when DX did the whole blackface thing and they dressed up like the Nation of Domination, that crossed the line with me. You know what I'm saying? They crossed the line. When Vince McMahon used to wear do-rags and he looked at John Cena and said, "What up, my nigga?" on live television, that makes you think. You know what I'm saying? How people are viewed. But I think that I don't know. It just depends. If you a fan, something that happens in wrestling that's going to offend you. You can always find something that's going to offend you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of the beast, man. You know what I'm saying? If you offended, that just means you invested.
I don't know if you guys were watching earlier. We had a guest on earlier, Kevin Phoenix, and he actually portrayed a wrestling character when he first started, where he wore the rebel flag on his ass. You know, he did a whole, backwoods black guy who was with the Confederate side of things, and he spoke about it. He said, he got some heat for it. He says one of those characters he would never ever do again because of the backlash, not just the backlash, but just the whole dynamic of what it really stood for, compared, to black people as a whole. So, there's a lot of characters out there that do different things in terms of wrestling and whatnot. So, and that was one of them.
Oh man. Well, look, fellas, man, we gotta say bye to Chef, man. Chef, real quick, man, give the beautiful people a word of advice, a little motivation throughout the week. Chef Showtime, do you have a final word for your subjects?
Don't trust LP because he like me. That's my final word.
You said what?
Don't trust LP because he like Gunther.
Don't trust the LP because he like Gunther. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That is a final word from Chef Showtime. We see you later, Chef.
See you later.
All right, Chef.
See you later.
Oh man. LPZ, what you guys going on and where can the people find you?
Photo shoots and all that good stuff. Same old. Don't nothing change. You can find me on Instagram, One Click Photography Shoots with an S, and just check out everything that I got going on. I'm nicer on my Instagram than I am on this show. In case anybody's everybody probably think I'm the black. They probably think I'm the black militant on this show. But I really ain't. I love wrestling, but I'm gonna speak on shit that I see, and I like conversations. I like throwing a landmine in the comments and then coming back and seeing what people talking about. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you got to have that conversation to get things changed. Yeah, you got to, because if not, we'll all be in the same place. If you working on a job and you want to raise, but you scared to say something, and you say something, and they be like, we're gonna have a pizza party, and you forget about it because they gave y'all a pizza party. You didn't get that raise. And you've been there for 30 years and you ain't had no promotion. So you got to rebel, you got to ruffle some feathers sometimes. So
Oh man, don't apologize for being pro-black LP. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have it no other way. You know what I'm saying? You can't see LP right now, but he got a dashiki on right now. You know what I'm saying? With a Dr. Umar shirt under it.
He on a black beret right now.
Yeah, he got on the black beret. Black
and
green beret. Yeah. He got the continent of Africa on his drawers. He's super pro-black right now. He got a black power what you call that shit? Black power a black power pick in this video right now.
I tell y'all think my camera off. No, I'm just that damn black. Listen to the darkness. Yeah.
Look at his smile. Even the teeth is black.
Yeah, even the teeth is black. Oh man. LP, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Oh man, I think your man Eric Bischoff said it the best. Controversy creates cash. So sometimes you got to say some stuff and you'll see the money come to you because people love controversy. So never be afraid to kick down some doors, piss some people off, ask some questions, because that's how America is ran. Get that money.
Boy. Man. That is the final word from your boy, LP. Boy, if you was in the wrestling business, you'd be cutthroat, boy.
Man,
get your money.
Man.
Screw everybody else.
So you already got me wanting to be somebody's damn manager, but they might not be in a wrestling no more once I get done with them.
Oh man, listen, we might have to pair you with the best damn wrestling champion, Blade Brown, and you can be Blade Brown manager. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Walk up to the ring, talking shit. Be the black Don King, not the black Don King. Don King is black, but be Don King.
The wrestling Don King.
Yeah, the wrestling Don King. There you go. Oh man, that is a final word from your boy LP. Roosevelt,
huh?
What you got going on?
Man, I ain't got nothing going on, bro. I'm a little upset. I don't have no shows this month. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I'm gonna lose my mind. I do got some vacation planned, so that's good. You know, me and the lady, we're gonna do some vacationing. We need to get away.
There you go.
You need to get away in order to get away. You know, so that's what we got going on, man. Ain't much going on.
It sounds like you got a lot going on right there, boy. You gotta keep your woman happy. That's a 24-hour job, Jack. You know what I mean?
Listen, happiness don't run slow, don't run short around here, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, dishing it out. Oh man. Hey, LP been married forever and a day. What's some good relationship advice, LP?
You said what's some shit? Don't ask me. I'm fucking horrible.
LP said, "Look, I'm learning as I go, man. I make a mistake and learn from it. Shit."
There you go.
Don't listen to me at all. I had you single to listen to my ass.
Oh man. LP is off the charts, man. Go follow LP. Go follow your boy Roosevelt and everything they got going on. Roosevelt, you got a final word for us, my brother?
Yes, man. My final word is everything is conditional. Stop believing the hype. Everything is conditional. Relationships, love, work, jobs, money, careers. Everything is conditional. Something you got to give in order to get. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get everything 100%. Everything comes with a condition. So make sure you read the small print. Make sure you understand the terms and conditions of what you're getting yourself into, and then govern yourself accordingly.
There you go. That is the final word from your boy, Roosevelt. Yeah. So I'm going to start to call you the con man. The con man, Roosevelt. Yes. There you go. No, it's not sticking. All right, we'll see. Well, beautiful people, man. Thank you for joining us. My name is Brian Renegade. If I had to give you a final word, I'm gonna have to go with a old Bob Marley song. Just popped in my head. Don't worry, be happy. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about your problems. They're gonna be there. Don't worry about the situations that you got going on right now. You're gonna get through it. Focus on being happy and things that make you happy and bring you happiness. You know what I'm saying? If you got to focus on yourself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the troubles of the day. Just do things that bring you joy and bring you completeness. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about stuff. You'll be all right. You'll get through it. Just be happy. Find the happiness. Find things that make you happy. That is final word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Roosevelt, I'm going to close down the show, sir.
Okay.
Did you talk at the same time? What was it?
Ladies and gentlemen, we can't hold you no more. We've had you for a very, very long time today. We've had a great show. Fellas, we had a great show. You all scholars and gentlemen. I'm going to dance at all y'all weddings on the next go round. On the next, we are re-up again. We're going to dance at your wedding.
I'm winning down.
Make sure you tune in next week. We got another interview coming up next week. We have Sam Knight coming up next Wednesday. We get a chance to talk to him about his wrestling career and see what he got going on. Make sure you guys tune in. We got so many different things coming up. We're also going to try to do something for those who are in the path of all these hurricanes. We're going to try to figure out something to kind of help you guys out, man, because that's what we do. We help. We like to help you. We ain't going to just give you words of wisdom and words of advice. We want to see if we can line your pockets a little bit, or at least give you some supplies that you would need. We ain't going to throw no paper towel at you.
No,
I'm not going to throw no paper towel at you.
Yeah.
But we're going to make sure we can do whatever we can to get you guys squared away. So, beautiful people, make sure you tune in next week on the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Fellas, have a great night. Ladies and gentlemen, we bid you adieu.